Hi, this is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven. I have something I want to do. I got the idea from Treasure Books. She has the best things on there. And I thought I would make a travel journal. And so that's what this is going to be. This is the base. Hers, she used cardstock, just cardstock, but mine wasn't. I guess hers wasn't real stiff to start with either, but I wanted to back mine, so I backed it with a cereal box, and it'll be backed with something else later. And I did prepare some of the things. She used different papers on hers. I'm going to use envelopes, and so I prepared some ahead of time. This one I've slit so we can put something in here. And then I have these other envelopes. This one I know it's open somewhere. There. That one's open on one side, so it has to go this way or this way. You'll see in a minute what I'm talking about. I tried to prepare a little bit ahead of time so you wouldn't be so bored with everything, with me fixing everything. So what I'm going to do to start with is we're going to start with some of these things. And what you do is you have to put your whatever you're using. I'm going to use just envelopes, I think. I think that's what I'm going to use. I'm not positive yet. I may change my mind. But you need to start by gluing them on the back. And okay, I'm not sure about that one. Let's put this one on first. And I have a lot of things out here that I'm going to put in it. And actually, this is going to go in the middle here. So I could probably just glue that on now. And I think I'm just going to glue it across the top here. I may end up gluing it more than that, but right now I'm just going to glue it across the top. I stapled it together with my tiny attacher. And it's just a piece of card that came from the paper pad I'm using, and then some coffee dyed paper to make little notes or whatever I want to do. And then I'm going to start by gluing things on. And the thing that you have to watch with this is that you don't get too many things flat, because eventually they're going to start just popping up. This one should be okay. I did this with some paper, book page, washi tape. Anything I found that I wanted to put on there, I used on it. And it fits just about exactly. So now I'm going to glue it. And you don't want to glue it right up to the fold point, because that'll interfere with it opening and closing. This one should be okay because it's the first one, but after that, now I have lots of other envelopes here, and I don't think I want to put all the same size on to start with. Let's see, I have some small ones. I thought I could put it on like that. It does need to be something put on this side. And I have some papers here, so I can pick what I want. How is everybody? I hope you're all doing okay. Enjoying the summer weather. I know school gets out soon. I hadn't realized that till the other day at water aerobics, and one of the men there drives a school bus, and he was talking about he only had 3 weeks left, and I said, what? What, are you retiring? And he goes, no, school's going to be out. I couldn't believe it. I not having any kids at home, and I only have one grandson. Well, I have a grandson in high school and a great-granddaughter in kindergarten this year, so I don't keep track. I don't keep track. My grandson will graduate next year. Then I'll keep track. Then I'll know what I'm doing. Anyway, you just never know. Time goes fast when you're getting older. That's all I can say. Time goes fast when you're my age. I'm gonna munch this down, and then I'll cut around it. And I think I will cut around it with my little knife because I'm not so hot with the scissors. I finally went out yesterday and mowed my front yard. I'm going to try and put some grass seed down and see if I can get some grass out there. My son said, why do you want to do that? And I said, well, I got to mow the weeds anyway. Might as well have grass to mow because I've got lots of weeds out there and other stuff. So I might as well have some grass to make it look better. It has to be mowed now and then, or else I had some weeds that were like 3 feet tall because I hadn't been out and mowed. You got to take care of it. He doesn't mow at his house because he's very allergic to grass and anything else, and so he doesn't realize these things. Okay. And I'm going to put this one on, and I don't know where I want it. I suppose it could be in the middle, and it'll end up with some decoration on it. I could cut some of that off, but I don't think it matters. Oh, I got too close to the fold there, too. Don't want to do that. Okay. That's on there. I don't know whether it matters which way is... Well, it does because of the tablet, so that way is up. All right. I'm going to put this back in for a minute while I decide what's going to go next. I have this one. I covered an orange envelope, and this is going to be a pocket. So this could actually go next, except I've got a good gusset on that one. I think I'll wait for that. Now some of these can be done with washi tape. You can, or with, what did she call them? I can't think of what they're called. But anyway, little pieces of paper that work as gussets, and I think I'm going to do that with this one. Although it could be washi. Well, we'll just do this. I can't remember what she called them. And I should be able to remember that. Hope everyone's had a good Mother's Day. All the mothers. And the ones that aren't mothers, they can have a good day too. Because you probably influenced someone somewhere along the line. Now, I don't want this too big. I don't know how big I want it. I don't know. Oh, I haven't covered this side with anything either. I've got to cover that. Okay. Try and get it right. Even though the envelope probably isn't even. I'm going to go ahead and cut this part off of the bottom. And I got that cockeyed. It didn't cut right there. That's good. That's good. Because it was crooked anyway. My cutting was crooked. Okay. All right, now what I'm going to do is, well, let's see. That's the inside of that. This could be like this. Let's make this one like this. So I'm going to score it. Where's my scoring tool? I knew it was here somewhere. I'm going to score it right along the line there. And then I'm going to score it a little ways over so it gives it a little bit of a gusset. Okay, and then we'll do it over here. And that didn't glue so hot down there, did it? Didn't glue right up against the edge there. Okay. Gob of glue there. I should probably ink around that. And I do need it over just a little bit further. So I have a little bit of a hinge on there. It doesn't look like it did anything. I can see where it did it. All right. I'll get out my scoreboard here and do it. If it's not going to behave on its own, I'll get the scoreboard out. Okay, now we have it. Now we have a little bit of a, you can see the little gap across there so it'll fit better. Keep that where I can get to it. All right, and this one, I think I'm going to put it up at the top. Oh, I was going to do it this way. And it's going to go up at the top. And just for fun, I got my little scissors, but that's okay. I'm going to do that. So we don't have as much poking out the top. I don't know if that worked or not. Come on, glue, come out. Don't be shy. Okay. It's kind of sticking up, but I think it'll be down. It'll go down better. All right, now I have some larger envelopes, and this one I cut down so it'll work. It'll work like this. And I'd have to cover the one side of it because it was sort of addressed and then wasn't mailed. And I'm going to see if I can get it right there. I'm getting too much stuff here. Can't see what I'm doing. And this will be sideways. Oh well. Oh well. I don't think it'll matter. And I don't know whether I want to cover this part or cut off part of it. What should I do? Should I cut off part of it so it makes a deeper envelope or an easier to see into envelope? I think I may do that. Now that I've got it glued, I probably shouldn't do that. Well, let's trim it first. I think right now I'm going to do it, glue it on. And I didn't get that exactly where it should have been. Do you ever have strange dreams? I have one that reappears frequently, and it's that we're going to I think it's a Boy Scout camp, and it's on an Air Force base, I think, and there's a covered area, and we try and get under there in our weird camper, and I'm telling you, this is a weird camper. It is just really strange. Fits all our kids, which is what mattered the most. And I've got to trim that down. That is the wrong size. Okay, let's just trim along here and hope I don't do something I shouldn't. Get a larger pair of scissors to cut this with. And we think we've got privacy, and then pretty soon somebody's coming in and parking right exactly next to us and taking up space and being noisy. I don't know. Just very strange dreams. And it happens to me frequently, this dream. I've had it more than once anyway. My husband and I were really into Boy Scouting many years ago. It's been a long time now. But why I keep having this weird dream, I don't know. We never went anywhere that was like that. Never. Well, that's going to need to be cut a little bit better because it came out uneven. I can't even cut with the razor straight. So last night I dreamed about it, and I dreamed we were there with our kids, with a couple of our, well, one of our daughters and her family, and they were all little kids, which they're all adults now. But anyway, that's what I dreamed. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. What is wrong with it? Okay. It just needed to be pushed different, I guess. And we were playing in a little stream, and they were having a real good time, and I said, well, that's enough of that. Let's go to Disneyland. So we walked across the road and went to Disneyland. Very strange dream. Very strange. Okay. Next. What am I going to put on here next? I have some more small ones. I don't, like I said, I don't want all the big ones to be together. Okay, this would work. This will work like this. And what do I want to put on this? I have lots of papers here. I think this one would look good on there with that behind it. Yep. That's what's going to go on there. And oops. I am going to I think I'll cut this side open a little bit because it's going to be too hard the other way. Should just leave this thing out, huh? The only thing is I don't want to cut myself on it. If I leave it out and leave it open, I'm probably going to cut myself. And that is not straight, not by any... How did that get so crooked? I had the ruler there. Good grief. I can't cut straight with the scissors, and I can't cut straight with the knife. Okay, now I'm going to fold it there. Try and get it even across there. And then I'll cover it. Am I going to cover both sides with the same thing or do something different? I don't know yet. I never know what I'm doing. I'm just going to need inking. Inking, inking, inking. Now, what do I want on the inside of it? This part. I could put nah, it's not big enough. Oh well. That would be something different. I'm going to do that. Since it's striped on the front, it can be striped on the back. Okay, this one's going to go like this. And it has a natural edge on it, kind of. Want to make sure that it's oops, that's not quite the way it should be. Let's think about this a little bit here. Make sure it opens up. I'm going to ink along here because it's kind of going to show. I could have left those as little pockets, couldn't I? Oh well. Oh well. Make sure it's okay this way. Okay, they're laying down fairly well. Now I think I want another small one on there, and I have another one of these yellow ones. And it could go here if I do it that way, or if I close it up and then put it on with washi tape or something and cover it with something. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll do a washi tape. Or a hinge, one or the other. Okay, I'm going to glue the flap down. And then we'll put some paper on this. Some other paper. Or something. How much of the wave I can get on there. I'm going to get that T, and I don't want the T on there, so I could do it like that. Yep, we'll do it like that. The reason I'm doing these and gluing them to the big paper is I don't always cut. I cut them out and they don't always fit, so if I want them to fit, I'll do it this way. Sometimes I can cut them and have them fit, but not always. And it's kind of a pain in the neck when they don't. Okay, I want this end here. And I don't know when I got this paper pack. I've had it for a long time. And it's pretty much beach and surf oriented. Which is probably why I bought it to start with. Because I really like the beach. We lived in Florida on the Panhandle from the time I was 2 till I was 10, and my sister and I liked going to the beach and playing in the water and stuff. She didn't swim as much as I did. I did a lot of swimming, she didn't, but we liked going. And so when my dad got stationed in Germany, there was no beach there, of course, and so I am going to put a notch in that, but I'm going to cover the back of it with something first. Might as well use a piece of this. Oh, and it's just about perfect size. Okay, so we drove one weekend, we drove up to the North Sea, to Holland and to the North Sea, and my sister and I got in our bathing suits and went out and went in the North Sea and gathered up shells, not shelves, shells and things like that. And meanwhile, our parents were sitting behind a glass enclosure in coats. Even my dad didn't want to go in, and he likes the water too. But we wanted to go to the beach so bad. We were out there in freezing cold, and I know it was freezing cold. But we got to go to the beach. And then, when it was time to leave Germany, we wanted to go back to Florida. And my dad got orders for California. But at least there's a beach close to where we were. So that wasn't too bad. We were kind of disappointed. There was another family that lived in the housing area that we lived in, and they wanted to go to California, and they got orders to go somewhere else. They'd been in California, and they wanted to go back. It's funny how that works in the military. When my dad joined, he wanted to be a baker or a cook. And they told him, oh yeah, you can do that. We'll get you in that. Well, that didn't happen. He became a documentary photographer, which meant he did motion pictures. And it was the best thing that ever happened to him. He loved it. He got to travel all over, see all kinds of things, go a lot of places, and he just loved it. If he'd have been a baker, I don't know that he would have stayed in 23 years like he did. It just wouldn't have worked, I don't think. But being what he was and what he got to do, he wasn't thrilled about going to Vietnam, that's for sure. He went my senior year of high school, he got sent to Vietnam. And he wasn't real wild about that. But that's not a choice that you get to make. So he went. And now they have all these support things for families whose parents are deployed. They didn't have anything like that for us. And I know I was scared, but I don't think I was... it's too wet. I shouldn't be clipping it. But I did. So now I'm going to cut around it. I know I was afraid because there were people being killed all the time in Vietnam, but I don't know. I wasn't that afraid. My sister is 4 years younger than me, and she wouldn't talk about him. She wouldn't, nothing while he was gone. And we had, he'd bought some little recorders, reel-to-reel recorders. And he would record a tape and send it to us, and we'd record one and send it to him. And she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't have anything to do with it. Nothing. She just, that was her way of dealing with him being gone. That and being a bratty teenager, but that's beside the point. We all know how that works. Okay, now, this one's going to go on here like this, I think. And I have to remember how she used the washi tape with it. And I need some washi that will work. I don't think hers showed, and mine's going to show, but we'll live with it. Okay, I'm going to put some glue down there. Should have done that before I got the tape unrolled. Come on, glue, come out. Because we don't trust washi yet to stay forever. And this will be my memories of my trip to Hawaii later on this year. I've already been once. But that one I did a scrapbooking. This one's just going to be here. sure I get it even on there. Okay, whoops. And this one's going to go. How did she do hers? She did it so that it didn't show. I'm sure she did. And no matter what I do, it's going to show. Well, that's life. It'll just show. But I want it to go this way. So if I put it like this and turn it around, it won't show, right? Right. I think. Let's see if it works. I'm not going to glue this one down yet till I see. No, it's going to show no matter what. And I put the tape on the wrong side. Oh well, we'll just do it the other way then. And the waves can be a surprise. But I also don't want this to be totally tight or it will stick up. So, help. Oh my goodness. The adventure at my house. I know this isn't how she put hers on. I know it isn't, but I don't know what to do about it. You'll have to go to her channel and look. But that doesn't look bad on there, does it? That washi doesn't look bad on there. I could put some on it on another place. Okay. That works. Now, what am I going to do next? I need more than this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not enough. I don't know how many days I'm going to be there, but I know I'm going to need more than that. Let's do this one. And I am once again going to glue this down. Yep, I'm going to glue it down. I'll have to use hinges or something on this. Oh, and I have something else I'm going to put on here somewhere. Oh, I already have envelopes to put on here. What am I doing? What am I thinking? I have this to go on here somewhere. And it's just going to be a journaling spot on the back of it and a place to put pictures or something on the front. Yep. Doesn't need any preparation because it's already prepared. It has a nice little gusset on there so that it'll fit nicely. Thought I heard my little dog trying to get my attention, but oh, I hope I got this right. Side up. If I didn't, I'm going to be unhappy. And I did not. Okay. This one has to go on this side because the way it's done. So this one's going to go here. And this one is going to be like that, with a large pocket for incidentals and other things on it. You know, when you travel, you always get tickets and memorabilia, different things from different places, so that's what some of these are going to be for. Okay, that partly glued. And I can cut some of this off. I don't need all of this. Okay, now this one. And then I'll do the topper. Or do I want that to be the topper? That's kind of cute, isn't it? That might be my topper. Does need to be inked. But I kind of want this to be on the top. If you're going to Hawaii, you need the flowers, right? But do I want a big one to be on the top or a smaller one? Oh, there's the pin. It was stuck to an envelope. Okay. Do I want this one on top here or not? Or a smaller one? Or maybe this one? Or the window? I kind of like the idea of the window being on top. Then I would put this paper on the back. Now let's see. Let me get the washi out and see what I can do with the front of it with my washi tapes. Well, I have a lot of travel style washis here. All right, and I am going to cover it with this. It is going to need something though, because it's showing out here, and we don't want that. Okay, this is more suitcases. This might work. Down along there, it's dark. Yes. I'm going to have to do that because otherwise this shows when it's opened, and we don't want that to show. Like I said, go over and look on treasure books and watch how she does hers. It's not a newer one, it's a little bit older, but she does so well, so nice, and she does such a good job with hers. They're always beautiful. All the things she does, she comes up with the best ideas. Okay. All right, we're going to get one more layer then, because I wanted that to be the top. So we're going to have one more layer, and I guess it's going to be this one. I don't know. I don't know whether I want a whole... Maybe I'll cut it down or get a smaller envelope. I've got smaller envelopes. Or a bigger one that covers the whole thing. I don't think I want one that covers the whole thing. I don't know what I want. I'm very wishy-washy on this. But I know I don't want that to be the top. So let me see what I can do here. If I rearrange these, maybe the one I want on the top can be on the top. Nope. No matter what I do, it's not going to be on the top. Oh. Oh. That's on the wrong side anyway. This one is. So this would be on the top. Okay. We are good. Perfect. Let me make sure before I get excited here. Okay, that one goes down, that goes this, 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 and this. And this one can go on the top. We're perfect. We are good, good, good. And I think I'm going to get rid of the washi because I'm not going to need it. In actuality, I don't think I'm going to need it. Just have to make sure I get this over where it belongs. I am going to need some washi down there or something though. But that's okay. That's okay. It's going to look funny with something stuck in there. Oh, I'm out of... Sorry, I was out of camera there, trying to figure some things out. Okay, I'm going to have to put a little bit of glue along here. And yes, I made a mess out the back there, but that's okay. It won't matter. It doesn't matter. Oops. Goes this way, Camille, this way. I'll get it. I'll get it. I really will. I'll figure out what I'm doing here eventually. Okay, this is going to need washi down the side. Absolutely need washi. Because otherwise it's going to show and not look good. I don't want the white part of that envelope showing. And the washi will bend, so that works well. Oops, get it down here. Get it all the way down. And tear the washi. Get all the glue all over everywhere. That's okay. I want it to be well glued. Okay, now I can fold that over, and this is going to go like this. I can put another layer on there. I don't care. It'll be fine. Yep, we'll just put another layer, and it can fold over. It'll be a real thick pocket. Okay, there we go.